What is going on, guys? Today I have a video for you, and today, guys, we're going to be covering the Team of the Week 14 predictions. This predictions is slightly earlier than last weekend, which may, as a result, cause me to miss out a game or two. The same happened with last week, where Tevez actually played really well and ended up receiving an inform, but I missed that, unfortunately. But guys, I'm going to be going over the starting 11 and the bench. And this week I'm feeling a little more confident, that I might be getting more of them correct. Last week I actually done pretty well, even though I included some from the Champions League, which I made a mistake. But nevertheless, guys, let's get right into it. So in goal we have Skorupski, who saved a penalty in their game where they won. I think it was 2-0. And, that's a pretty certain inform, given that there's not too many goalkeepers that save penalties, made a few crucial saves as well. So next, Zabaleta. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to include Wednesday games from last week, but I think Zabaleta did score one goal in their 2-1 win. So that's a pretty, apologise for the notification, that's a pretty safe inform right there. Next one is Chiriches in Napoli's 5-3 win, coming on to that later on. Chiriches will receive an inform as he did score a goal. And finally we have Bruma. I think he scored a goal in their win as well. So next we have Usam Dembele, who he got 2 assists in, I believe it was Dortmund's 2-2 draw. So given he has a 1 to watch card, that is a pretty pretty good indication that he will receive an inform. The next is Eriksen, who did in fact score 2 goals during the week and had a good performance again today. So that should be an inform for him right there. Next one, I can't really see his name. Apologies. The German centre mid scored. It was actually a hat trick from centre mid, a bit like Ibora last week. So that is a safe inform for him. If we move on to the left midfield, we have Douglas Costa, where he scored 1 goal in Bayern Munich's 1-0 win. Not too sure on this one, but given that he hasn't had an inform already, it's kind of between him and Kandreva, because he also got a goal in Inter Milan's 1-0 win. So not too sure on the left mid, but we shall find out. The cam, we have Lallana, who scored 2 goals in their win against, who was it? Middlesbrough. I think it was Middlesbrough anyway. So that's a pretty sound inform, given that he hasn't had one already. We move on to Ibrahimovic, who scored 1 goal during the week and 2 this weekend. So that's a pretty solid inform for him, given he hasn't got an inform already. And finally, guys, I've gone with a bit of a special card. I don't think he's going to receive a Team of the Week. I think he's going to receive a Man of the Match. A bit like the Adjuris one, but I think this does deserve a special card. Possibly, a purple card, I'm not too sure. But, he scored 4 goals. Mertens scored 4 goals. He's playing absolutely phenomenal. 4 goals in Napoli's 5-3 win. Not only that, but the hat-trick he scored was in a 9-minute spell. Not only that, but he scored back-to-back hat-tricks. So, pretty phenomenal. Mertens is on fire this year. He is going to get the most insane Team of the Season card. But for now, I think he's going to receive a special card from EA. But even if he doesn't receive a special card, he will still get an inform. So that is the most 100% certain card from this week's Team of the Week. So now onto the bench. We actually have quite a few BPL players, and I've actually found another goalkeeper for this Team of the Week. So first we have Solomon Rondon, who scored a hat-trick in the week. So that's pretty solid inform, given that West Brom haven't been the best team. Rondon, that is his first inform that he will receive. The next we have Ryan Bertrand, who scored 1 goal in Southampton's 3-1 win over Bournemouth. Jay Rodriguez scoring 2 goals as well for Southampton. Again, not too sure which one will be chosen. I got a feeling it's going to be Jay Rodriguez, but not too sure. The next one is, I think it's Berghuis, who scored 2 goals in Feyenoord's 3-0 win, I believe. Again, haven't got too many midfielders in this team, so that should be an inform for him right there. And again, next we have Van Aanholt, which I believe is more of the comfortable choice over Bertrand, given that Sunderland only scored the 1 goal and he was the only one that scored for Sunderland. The next we have, I believe it's Smithies, who actually saved a penalty against Aston Villa today, even though they lost 1-0. He saved at the time a crucial penalty, but given that they lost, I'm not too sure. But I think given that he's in the Championship, he should get an inform. The next, again, can't pronounce his name, but he scored, I think it was 3 goals, 2 or 3 goals in their win. We have Winall next, who has been denied of a couple of informs lately, but again, he scored 2 goals in a 4-3 win over, I think it was Cardiff, so that's pretty solid inform there. Next we have Orban, who scored 1 goal in their win. I'm not quite sure who they played. The next one, I cannot pronounce his name again, but he scored a hat-trick off the top of my mind. Next we have Lund, who again scored a hat-trick from the CDM spot in Rochdale. I think it was what was it? I think it was a 3-1 win, so that's pretty solid there. And next we have Jorginho, who actually doesn't have the same name as his name is a bit confusing, but nevertheless, he also scored a hat-trick in their win. So the bench, I'm feeling a little more confident with this week. Hopefully we can get at least 50 to 75% right. But yeah, that is really all for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy this video. Drop a like if you did. And on the topic of other videos, guys, I will be doing the cheapest way to get all the Footmas Day 19, 2020, 21st informs. Squad building challenge cards. I will be covering all of them, so make sure you check all of them out and the ones from previous days. But drop a like, guys, if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys on my next video.